everybody, happy Thursday. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. If you're new here, welcome to my channel, welcome to Vlogmas. My name is Madison. I am a first year second grade teacher, so welcome to my teaching journey. I have just been documenting my entire journey of being a full-time first year teacher, and it has been amazing with many ups and downs, as I'm sure you know if you have been watching. If you're not new here, welcome back to my channel. Like I said, today is Thursday. I am in the classroom today. As you guys can see, I decided that I was feeling a little bit unproductive working from home the last few days. I just haven't worn makeup in days. I've been wearing just comfy clothes. I mean, I'm still wearing comfy clothes, let's be real, but I just wanted to dress a little bit more presentable today. And I wanted to come out to my classroom just because it makes me feel so much more productive. I also got a Starbucks coffee on the way here because that's usually my biggest motivation for getting out of bed early and driving up to school. And so I did get my pumpkin spice latte because they're only here for 2 more weeks. I asked the barista this morning and she said they're only here for 2 more weeks, so I'm getting them while I can. So I am wearing this super comfy outfit today. It is just a flannel and leggings. So just this super comfy, kind of just like oversized flannel. I honestly think this flannel is from the men's section in Walmart. If you want good, comfy, oversized flannels, definitely look in the men's section in Walmart. They're typically pretty inexpensive, and they're just my favorite flannels to wear. And then I'm just wearing these leggings from, I believe, Old Navy or Aerie. I can't remember, one or the other. And then I showed you guys in, I think, Vlogmas Day 1, I got these new sneakers. They're so cute. They're Pumas, and I can't remember what the style is called. If I find them, I will link them down below for you guys. But yeah, so cute, so comfy. Just casual outfits as always, because like I said, my kids only see me from here up, so I'm not gonna wear jeans. It feels so good to be back in my classroom. Definitely makes me feel a little bit more productive, makes me feel like a better teacher when I'm in here rather than sitting at my kitchen table. But it is so sad seeing all my kiddos' stuff up on their desks, and it just feels so empty in here. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? So good to see you guys. Happy Thursday. Today is December 3rd, and today is a D day. So that means we have media today. Let's go ahead and move on to this next word problem. Naheem gathers 8 leaves for a science project. He only needed 4 leaves. So how many extra leaves does he have? I want you guys to solve this problem in your composition book, and then raise your hand really tall after you solve it if you think you have the right answer and you can tell Miss Campbell how to solve it. Are we going to be using addition or subtraction on this problem? Who can tell me how to solve this problem?
I know that 4 plus 4 equals 8, so this is a helper fact. 4 plus 4 equals 8, so I wrote 8 minus 4 equals 4.
Good. Did you guys hear that? So, if I'm new, Miss Campbell always tells me to look at the numbers when reading a word problem. So we know if Naheem gathers 8 leaves for a science project, we'll circle 8 and write it up here. He only needed 4 leaves. Let's go ahead and circle our 4. Hey guys, we are on our first break. It is 9 a.m. So this morning was kind of tough, kind of scary. This morning while I was checking my messages, I was logging onto Zoom and I logged on to our class Seesaw account, and I got a video message from one of my students. And I do live in a Title I area, and so a lot of my kids, they don't have great home lives. And one of my students sent me a message, and it was very scary to receive. As a teacher, you just never want to receive messages like that. I won't go into too much detail, but she had some things apparently happen at her house last night with her dad. The police were called, and in her video message she was just crying and really upset and really scared, and she was just saying how she felt so alone and scared. And receiving those messages, I just feel so helpless because there's nothing I can do. You know, I did what I could, and I messaged our homeschool coordinator, but at the end of the day, there's not much I can do about it, and all I want to do is, you know, take her away from that situation, and I want to just go there and hug her and take her from there, and obviously can't do that. So that's just really tough as a teacher. You know, I hear things like that pretty often, and if you are a teacher, I'm sure you have experienced things like that, especially if you are working in an area that is more Title I and around rougher neighborhoods. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys because I think people don't realize the amount of situations that teachers get put in with some students that have these really terrible home lives, and it is just so hard because you feel so helpless and you feel like you can't do anything in that moment. You know, all you want to do is help them, and you can't. So yeah, just wanted to share my thoughts with you guys because it's just like really scared me this morning when I saw that message. And yeah, did speak with her. She, my student, came on to our Zoom class eventually. She came a little late, but she came on, and I did pull her into another room and spoke with her one-on-one, and I checked in with her and made sure she was okay and made sure she knew that I saw her message, and that I'm there for her. And you know, I asked her if she felt safe. You know, I made sure that she was safe, and she seems to be doing all right, but it's just so hard because they're just little kids. She's only 7 years old, so it's so hard to see a little kid going through things like that when I've never had to go through something like that, so I can only imagine how hard that is, especially as a little girl. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you guys. Go hug a teacher today because I am sure there are many teachers out there who have dealt with many of these situations many times, and it never gets easier, feeling like you can't do enough for these kids. Okay guys, in happier news, I just got done listening to my podcast episode that I recorded with Rebecca Saltzman, the host of the podcast Ready, Set, Teach. If you guys saw my vlog, it was a few vlogs back, I showed me recording that podcast episode with her. It was so much fun. I was super nervous before it because it was my first podcast episode I'd ever been interviewed for, but it was actually so much fun. I can't wait to go back on her podcast. We talked about so many great topics. We talked about kind of like those taboo topics that people don't really talk about sometimes, and I love talking about those topics. I love that teachers' walls are breaking down this year, and we're talking about the more of the hardships of being a teacher. And so we talked about everything from my experience coming into a classroom mid-year last year to being a first-year teacher this year. And it's just a really great, super informative episode. She asks me all of my tips and tricks for being a first-year teacher as far as classroom management and what I learned so far being a first-year teacher. And I hope that you guys will listen. I will have the podcast episode linked down below. Definitely go give it a listen. And if you find it informative, share the episode on your social media, share it with friends just to get the word out. Rebecca is amazing and she's super talented, and she is a secondary teacher teacher as well, so she has so much to share. So definitely go and support her podcast over there. I hope that you guys enjoy it, and let me know if you listen to it by leaving a comment down below what your favorite part of the podcast episode was. Alright guys, it is the end of the school day, so I actually have a hair appointment I need to get to. I told you guys a while back that I got a Brazilian blowout a little while back, a couple months ago. And I loved it. It worked wonders for my hair. Basically, a Brazilian blowout just smooths out your hair, especially if you have thick, curly, frizzy hair like moi. And so it is something that I've been wanting to do forever. It's just very expensive, so I had to wait until I was in a position that I could pay for it myself. And I'm so glad I did it. It has helped so much with my blow dry time and just helps my hair settle after a shower so much better. However, today I have like a touch-up. Basically, a couple months after you get a Brazilian blowout, they like to do just a small touch-up on it, just to prolong it. So I am about to head to the salon and get my hair done, and I will take you guys along with me. I just got out of the salon. My hair feels so good. I didn't get much done to it other than she just retouched up the Brazilian. So she puts in this like chemical in it and straightens it with the chemical on, and then washes it out and then blow dries it. And so this is my hair just blow dried, not straightened or anything. So as you can see, it blow dries really straight and sleek. So yeah, I love it. So for the rest of the night, really, I am just going home, and it is now almost 5 o'clock, so that appointment took a couple hours. But I'm just going to go home, eat dinner, and just relax the rest of the night, and I'm probably going to work from home tomorrow. But tomorrow's Vlogmas is going to be really exciting. I have a first year teacher must-have video going up because I get comments all the time asking me, what do I need for my classroom as a first year teacher? And there are so many things that you could buy, but I tried to narrow it down to the top things that I have loved having as a first year teacher. So that video will be up tomorrow, so don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss that video. If you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, then you will get notified tomorrow when that video is live. It'll be live tomorrow at 8 a.m. Other than that, thanks so much for watching today's Vlogmas, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.